money ruins marriages. We believe that's a myth. And today we're going to share 7 tips on how financial health and your marriage can go hand in hand.
Hi there, we are Dr. David and Theresa Mabry, and welcome to our YouTube channel, One Another Marriage. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications so you can be notified when we put out new videos.
You know, marriages do take a bad rap on their financial picture, and we hear oftentimes that finances are the reason why marriages break up. And so what we want to share with you today is that that doesn't have to be the case. So here are the 7 things, and they're bookended by number 1 is going to be an important thing, one of the most important things,
Right.
and then number 7 is going to be the most important thing, and everything in between will spring off of those two.
Right.
So number 1 is have a budget. May seem like a no-brainer for many people, but
Right.
tell every dollar where it should go before you spend any of those dollars. That's what Dave Ramsey says. And so we would encourage the same thing, is have a budget every month and tell every dollar where it should go.
Right. Number 2 would be, once again, not crazy, but live within your means.
Yep.
That is huge. That is a big tip for you as a couple. You know, if you can only live at a certain lifestyle, then live at that lifestyle, and that's okay.
That's right.
But live within your means. People find themselves in trouble when they live outside of their means, which then impacts your marriage again. So,
Number 3 is plan major purchases ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know, so many times we live in this land of plenty, and also we live in a land of spontaneity is one way to say it, but compulsive behavior is another way to say it. And as a couple, sometimes we are unhealthy for one another when we say, hey, let's buy that car. And the other one goes, yeah, we deserve it. And you end up buying a major purchase that you really can't afford. And we would say, don't delay or don't put off the good things in life if that's something you can afford, but plan on those. We would throw up major purchases as vehicles, houses, appliances, furniture, those things that are not going to come out of a regular monthly budget,
Right.
but you can plan within your budget. And I'm telling you what, it'll make a difference in your married life when you plan larger purchases together.
right. Number 4 would be find mentors or resources. So basically, there's a wealth of information out there, right, about finances. Read a book together, listen to a podcast, watch a video, take part in an actual group or program based upon finances as a family, as a couple. Some of the ones that we enjoy are Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, as well as Clark Howard. That's another great resource. Dave Ramsey's daughter, Rachel Cruz, she's also a part of the FPU family, and gives a much different perspective just because of her age as well. Susie Orman, there's just a gob of resources out there. But find something, do it together, read about it, like we said, or whatever, and then utilize those resources to impact your budget, living within your means, planning the large purchases, and all of that stuff.
That's right. Number 5 is to set goals together. So set financial goals for yourself. So early on, especially if you're watching this today and you're a young married couple, it's not out of the question that you would invest in some life insurance, that you would start a retirement plan, that you would invest as much as you can into that to try to stay debt free, to be mindful with some of your goals. Even for some of your short-term goals, you want to take a great vacation next year, set a goal for it, and then work towards that goal and set those goals together. Because what we find with couples is that those couples that set goals together and work on a plan, even if it's a financial plan, usually have this high level of satisfaction and a more vitalized relationship.
Right. Number 6 would be now this is a scary word at times, but you want to plan to have a regular audit. Not the audit from the IRS. That's not the one we're talking about. That's the one that gets scary, right? But have a regular audit of, like David had already mentioned, car insurance, health insurance, your cable bill, all of these things. Just because you started paying it and you're now 10 years into your marriage doesn't mean you should still be paying maybe the same amount. So have a regular time where you call, discuss like, hey, am I getting the best rate? And then, have that communication. And if you're not, shop around. That's the thing. That's the great thing about doing a regular audit, is that you may actually save yourself some money by just shopping it around.
We've saved a lot of money doing that. So that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
And the final point, number 7, are you ready for it? It is the other bookend. So number 1, have a budget. And number 7 is teamwork. It's about working together on your finances. This will give you higher satisfaction in your married relationship, and you'll be more successful financially. And success doesn't mean necessarily wealthy, but successful means that you'll have a healthy financial picture, that you won't be encumbered by debt, that you won't be not knowing where every dollar goes. You'll have the stress coming in, you don't know where every dollar is going to, that you aren't fighting over finances. But we point back to the love step. So our love step is the foundation for one another marriage. And apply that to finances. So when you love one another, when you serve one another, when you touch one another, encourage one another, have peace with one another, you have this mutually beneficial reciprocal relationship. So think about it with your finances, with this final bookend. If you would apply that principle, those understandings, that one another relationship to your finances, you will have a higher level of satisfaction.
Yeah.
You will be vitalized in your relationship. And we would dare say that you'll have a healthier financial picture. So that would smash the myth that money and marriage do not coexist together. Right. We believe that they do, especially when you are pouring into your partner and your partner is pouring into you. So work as a team. Now, in regards to teamwork, the final word that we would have is that sometimes one person may have a personality that is a lot more detailed with the finances, and others in the relationship may be one that's kind of as Dave Ramsey says, a free spirit, one that's more laid back, someone that's maybe seems looser with the finances, likes to spend. So take both your personalities into consideration when you consider teamwork, and maximize the benefits and the blessings that each of you bring. Rather than butting heads with one another, consider how you can bless one another. Theresa and I are like this. Theresa's much more of a detailed person with the budget, and I'm much more of a free spirit with the budget, and we use those as strengths with one another.
Right. So that's our 7 tips, and we also want you to subscribe to the channel, and we're also going to link in, or we will we'll have a button for you to choose the Love Step video that David alluded to, because we did that previously, and so we'll link that as well so that you can watch that.
Subscribe here and watch the video here.
Right.